Hello traders and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Pattaya, Thailand. It's a Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. Good to be with you for another trading week. Traders, let's take a look outside. Woohoo! Smog. It looks pretty cloudy out there, smoggy. Well, the sun just came up like 10 minutes ago. Well, it's working its way up. Still pretty dark out there, to be honest with you, but it's coming around. Hopefully it'll burn off. Yeah, so here we are, ready for another trading week. Scheduling note, I will not be here Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I will not be here. I'm off on a business trip to Bangkok. So, 5:30 tomorrow morning, I'll be in a taxi for 2.5 hours, or 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm going into the heart of Bangkok tomorrow. So, yes, going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to meet some people I haven't met before, and it's going to be a good time. All right, so let's get started. Let's see what's going on. Dollar index tanks. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. Dollar index tanks. Bill's going to take a beating this week on exchange rates. And other than that, everything's wonderful. Looks like Australia is off on Australia Day today. They just figured they'd throw a day in there and take a day off. Good idea. Nothing wrong with that. Monetary policy meeting minutes out of Japan. And really, it is not a busy day today, to be honest with you. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, pretty slow. ECB President Draghi speaks today. And BOE Governor Carney speaks out of the pound today. So interesting as that is. But as far as data goes, not much. Anything early we should know about? New Zealand has trade balance. That's going to be 4:45 a.m. That'll be 16:45 on Wall Street. Aussie has NAB business confidence early tomorrow also. All right, so that's what's happening. So let's take a look at this. Say, look at the futures. Let's go. This is Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. So let's take a peek. Oil. Look at this. What's this? Over 10 days, 12 days, right here. Sideways. Really not doing anything. Slight little move to the upside, but not much. Sitting at that 53.39 a barrel. Not done nothing, right? Dollar index tanks, right? Dollar index tanks. I'm assuming it's because the U.S. and the U.S. president and the wall and all that good stuff. I guess the markets really didn't like that. So the dollar index just absolutely tanked. And there we are on that. I'm assuming that. I really don't know. I did not look at my charts or news over the weekend, so I really don't know, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Gold takes a bump to the upside pretty nicely here. 122.86. And it was at 121.13. Looks like on Friday. So yeah, pretty nice move there. The VIX is now below this 200 exponential moving average at 1742. You know, I've been saying this all along. It's that 200 exponential moving average held up very nicely. But I've been saying this all along. If this VIX closes below this 200 and sustains that, say for like 24 hours, this thing's going to continue to the downside, right? This is going to continue to the downside. The ES's slight move to the upside, but really not doing nothing. I think it's going to come to that 26.97 area, and that is the 200 exponential moving average, and we'll see what happens there. But it is inching up. We've had really no down days in the ES's, so you know it's riding its way back up slowly but surely. So don't tell me it's a bearish market. Right? This is probably, if you would have fibbed this is probably a 786 fib here, right? This is the top, there's the bottom. It's definitely over the 50%, maybe a 618, 786 fib here. Now it's coming up to this 200, so we'll see what happens here. The Euro 6E is big green candle from Friday. Now we got a small little green candle that's starting today. So, you know, all the dollar pairs are extremes, right, to the high side. So the dollar's weak, so all the other side of that dollar pair is up, and we'll take a look at that. However, that, you know, depending on what happens today, it's some good opportunity, whether you want to continue to go long or you want to continue to go short. It's going to give us some good opportunity on what we want to do. Right. On that note, I want to have another sip of coffee. Took out the mega cup today. Needed mega juice today. Mega juice today. Big. Yeah. As they say in Thailand, mak mak. Big. Okay. So that's what's happening. You know what Bill says. Bill says sell the euro. And I'm staying with my plan. Sell the euro, right? All right, that's going to do it for that. Thank you very much, TD Ameritrade. Let's bring up some charts. Let's see what we got here. All right, so here's I haven't touched anything since Friday. So, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring this little bit. Whoa, let's get rid of that. Why is this doing this? Come on, Junior. What are you doing here? There we go. We'll take a look at that down here. Come on. Charts. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So, this took a nice move to the upside, and that's all well and good. And nothing wrong with that. If you got in it, you really did nice. This was a nice move, right? Just trickled its way up here. I think we got to get rid of that one. I'm going to bring this guy over here. There we go. All right. So, we've knocked out this level here, so we can actually get rid of this. We just knocked that out of there. You're out of there, buddy. So now we're in this range here. So you say to me, well, William, this is pretty bullish. And this looks like it's going to continue to go to the upside. And that is fine. So let's see what we're going to do, right? So I'm just going to take this, and I take it down here to that swing, right? That's the last swing. And we're going to look for, you'd look for this 618 maybe. This is the 786, and it bounced off it, right? At 68.32. It bounced off it. It's continued to the upside. So until this breaks out of the range, there's really nothing to do here. But the 618, the 50, any in this area here, you can buy this, right? Take this back to the upside. You might want to wait till it comes down to this 55 exponential moving average at the 50% fib. Take it to the upside. You might want to sell it. Well, I'm not going to sell it till it breaks out of this range, right? So it needs to close outside this range, and then we'll take a look at it. Remember, no matter where you get in to sell it, you got to put your stop above this. So you're going to put your stop at like 68.70, 68.60, right? So the longer you wait, the more you put in as a drawdown. You have to invest more, right, in your decision. But the Kiwi's bearish, right? The Kiwi's bearish. This is all the dollar, 100% the dollar. Kiwi's got no positive coming out of there. So this is all about the dollar. Wait till the dollar turns and get in it, right? Or if you think the dollar is going to continue to stay weak, get in it and take it to the upside. And that's on all the dollar pairs as we go through them. Let's take a look at the euro. These are all going to look the same, right? They're all going to look the same. So here we go. Same. Thailand's got me. It's got me hooked, man. It's got me hooked, right? This isn't a bad entry, right? This is not a bad entry at this 1411. The problem with it is that you're coming into this 1400 area. Do you really want to trade into the 00? No. So really, we're back down to this 1395 area. We'd want to get into it. Now, the issues is that we're coming into this 55 exponential moving average that's really pointed pretty heavily to that upside, right? And the 10 is also underneath price. This doesn't look like this is coming down. However, saying that, this doesn't look like it's time to buy it. We're not, remember, we sell at resistance and we buy at support. This is not a trade to go long, right? You got to do the same thing. You got to fib this. You got to find a level, right? Here's a level. Maybe come down to this level here and you take it back to the upside. But you have to find a level. We take out that high, come to this area of support right there, boom, and was looking at the 618, right? 618. We'll look to take this up, right? We'll look to take this back to the upside. Now, we can always find a reason for whatever you want to do, right? It's like an accountant. They can make your numbers work any way they want. So you take this at the 618, you're coming right back into resistance again. Just so you know that, right? Always, 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 we're looking left of the chart. What price action is going on left of the chart? So we're looking for this to continue. This looks bullish to me. I'm not selling this, and I'm not even looking to, okay? I'm not looking to sell this. I mean, if anything, I'll look for a pullback and maybe to buy it. But, you know, unless we see some major difference in the dollar index in the next 6 hours until we get into London, you know, there is nothing to do here. There's probably nothing to do here in Asia. We don't have any Asian news. You know, Australia's not in today. They're not playing with us today. So, you know, that's a major part of the Asian market. So there's really nothing to play with on that one. Yeah, and like I said, they all look the same. So let's take a look at the Great British Pound. All right, so these are our numbers from Thursday. So let's get rid of that. Let's move this little bad boy over here. Right, we're gonna move this over here. Now I'm putting this up arrow over here, but I'm not selling this. This would have to make a pretty sharp move to the downside and really prove to me that this is what this wants to do. All right. So we have an evening star here. Decision candle, indecision, decision. That's an evening star right there. It's a reversal candlestick pattern, meaning that this wants to come back to the downside. It's not doing it. Just because you got a pattern doesn't mean it's going to work, right? But it's just something to realize that we have an evening star there, and it's possible that this could reverse to the downside. But I don't think it's going to happen quickly. Right, so we don't have as much as a up move here. It's really not a lot to do. If you're going to wait for a pullback, you're going to wait for a pullback somewhere around here at this 3140 area, somewhere there, 3150. You'll look to get in this and take this back to the upside. We're currently at 3207, so you got a good 55 pips before you're going to take this to the upside. You know, again, we don't want to buy this here. Look at these moving averages. They're all pointed to the upside. They all have angle and separation, right? They all have angle and separation. And I know, you know, you look at this chart and say, wow, this is going to go up. Bang, click the trigger and find out it drops on you 50 pips, right? So we want confirmation. We want something to say we're going to be okay and the probabilities are on our side, right? We want probabilities on our side. That's what it's all about. All right, let's take a look at Aussie yen. Maybe. That's because I spelled it wrong. There we go. All right. Okay, so this made a really nice move to the upside like all the pairs have done, but this has made the most move to the downside. What's the key here? What are we seeing here? Well, what we're seeing is this came underneath the 10 and boom, couldn't hold it, boom, went right up. And look at what we have here. We have a significant level left of the chart. Left of the chart, look, we've got some levels here, folks. We got some good levels right there, boom, right? Right, level. Just came down to this. Look at the left of the chart. A significant price level at 78.60, 50.60, right? And it's reacted both times on both sides of that level. It's held itself. And it's held itself again. And now it's climbing a little bit back up to the upside. Again, we're in this mode here where we just need confirmation. But this, you know, if you're going to take it long, you could take it long, you know. But, you know, you're going to take it long at, say, 78.70, right? But, again, You're coming up to resistance, and just be aware of that. This would be a shot. This would be one of those where you're gonna go for it and just see if you get lucky, right? So what are you gonna do? You're gonna only give it 10 pips, if that. 78.50, you stick your stop. Give it 10 pips. Maybe you get lucky. It breaks through that. It continues to the upside on this Aussie yen. You know, again, in my opinion, the Aussie's weak, right? The yen is neutral. And I've said that for a long time. I always look at the yen as neutral because it flips and flops all the time, right? Like, it just does what and follows whatever. Whatever. So it just flips and flops, and we don't know what it's going to do, right? Let's take a look outside. Oh yeah, I think we got some burning off there. We're gonna get some sunshine today. My phone said 91. 91 today. Here's to you. All right, let's take a look at. Wow, this Euro Aussie really took it to the downside. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this level we put on here last week, right? We're below the 200, we're below the 55, we're below all this stuff. The 10 EMA is above price. Just looking at this, I'm saying, you know what? Do you want to buy this? It sounds logical. We're at support, but I don't like the moving averages. That's not telling me. I don't feel comfortable slamming into that 55. And of course, we wouldn't do anything until that 10 EMA is underneath price. I'm more thinking we just want to take this to the downside, right? We want this to break this level, and we'll take this to the downside. And that's its 56.60. And folks, I'm trying. I can't figure it out. Anybody knows how to make these numbers bigger on this chart? Please let me know. Well, that worked a little bit better. Okay. Well, that worked a little bit. Yeah. So I think I just figured it out. The problem is it's limited on how big. That's probably the biggest I'm going to be able to make that. I don't want to lose too much of that, so let's see what we could do here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. I'd rather take this, a break of that support, retest it. Now comes resistance. We can sell it. 58.60. We'll get in it and take it down to 5800, right? And we'll just take it. This looks like it just wants to continue the downside. There's nothing on this chart that says to me, oh, wow, this is going to turn around and go back up. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Of course, the dollar's not involved with this pair. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. Good stuff. Let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Now, oil, isn't it weird? Oil is just like really just done nothing, huh? This move is all the dollar. Look at this. Tanked. Bam. Right? Just tanked it. Now, if you were a technical trader, right? You saw this 200, you watched this spikes, this closes below it. You probably didn't get in on this candle, but you probably got in on that candle, right? 33.08, you're a little worried going into a whole number. Your stop is above this wick about 3 pips, and you're in. Boom. Technically, not talking about what's going on out there in the world and all the politics and all the junk out there. Technically, that is a textbook move right there. Spikes to 200, can't hold it, gives you a red candle, second red candle comes out, boom, hammers to the downside. Wow. Yeah, nice. Really nice. But that's not the norm on the dollar CAD. This is the norm on the dollar CAD. So let's not fool ourselves. This is not a normal move for the dollar cat. This is the normal move for a dollar cat. Sideways, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. That's probably why I don't trade it, right? So again, this is all the dollar, right? Dollar tanks, that's what happens. All right. Well, traders, that's going to do it for me. All looks, as they say in Thailand, same. Yes. Traders, thank you so much for being with me today. Remember, tomorrow and Wednesday, no video. I'll be in Bangkok. We will be back for Thursday morning. I'm only gone for 24 hours, 30 hours at the most. I'll be back. But looking forward to seeing some people that I've never seen before. And it's going to be a great time. Traders, again, thank you for being with me. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. And let's have a good trading day. But what's more important than anything, let's have a little bit of fun. We'll catch you on Thursday morning, bright and early in Asia. Take care, my friends.